Hello everyone and welcome back to this logic building series by Pattern Printing, and here is our pattern for today, and it looks pretty hard, but I assure you if you will watch this complete video till the end, then you will find this pattern really easy. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. So here is the pattern, and as always before jumping on to the code, we will see how to build logic for this. So if we try to observe the basic pattern, the basic thing that it is following is that for each row, like forget this row, here we have only one number, let's see here. So then for each row the numbers starts from something, then increase and then decrease. It starts, increase up to this point and then decrease. Start, increase up to this point and then decrease. Start, increase up to this point and then decrease. So this is the general pattern that it follows. Okay, now let's make it more crisp and clear. So if you observe, let's count the space. To build this pattern, let's break it into two parts. So first we will build the pattern up to this part, like from here to here, and then this part. So let me remove this. So first we will build this pattern, then we will see what we can do for this part. Okay, now I think that this should be pretty easy, but still I will explain this part, how to build this. Okay, so first let's count what is happening in each row. So for row 1, what do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 spaces and then a number. Okay. So for row 1 or I equals to 1, what do we have? I have 8 spaces and after that 1. Now for row 2. For row 2 or I equals to 2. In row 2 what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spaces and after that 2 and 3. Okay. 6 spaces and 2 and 3. Now in third row what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spaces. Let's copy this. So in row 3 or I equals 3, we have 4 spaces and after that 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Similarly in row 4, I have 1 and 2 spaces. I have in fourth row I have 2 spaces and then 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. And in row 5 I have 0 space and then numbers. Okay, so in row 5 or I equals to 5, I have 0 spaces and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now we will try to build the general relationship between this and the value of I, so we can code that. So first let's see about the spaces. Okay, so talking about the spaces part, if I take, let's suppose if I take an initial variable int spaces equals to 8. Okay, so what I will do in first row, first I will print 8 spaces and after that I will reduce the value of spaces by 2. So I will do spaces minus equals to 2, means space equals to space minus 2. I will reduce the value of spaces by 2. So for automatically in the next row I will have 8 minus 2, that will 6 spaces, after that 4 spaces, then 2 and then 0. So I think this is probably the easiest way to print the spaces. Take an initial variable spaces whose value will be 8 and after each row reduce its value by 2, because our spaces are being reduced by 2 in each row. So that's it for the spaces. So first let's code for the spaces part, then we will code for this part, and after that we will see how to build this logic. So let's move on to the editor. So look, here I am doing nothing. I have just coded the spaces part. This place we left for the other parts, for the numbers part. So if you observe in the first row, first we have spaces equals to 8. So I will print 8 spaces, and after this content, when I will have printed my numbers in the row, and after printing new line, I will reduce the value of spaces by 2. So for second row I will have 6 spaces, and for third row 4 spaces, for fourth row 2, and similarly for last row I have 0 spaces. So this will be the logic for the spaces that take the initial value of spaces as 8, and after each row reduce its value by 2. Now let's look on to the part how to print these numbers. Okay. So I think this is pretty simple, and if I am correct that we have also built this pattern. So for each row the numbers is starting from the row number, and we will have, so suppose here I is equal to 1, so the numbers will start from 1 and we will have only one number. Here the number will start from 2 and will increase by 1 and we will have 2 numbers. Similarly the number will start from 3, increase by 1 and we will have 3 numbers. Number will start from 4, we will have 4 numbers, and here number will start from 5 and we will have 5 numbers. So what is the final thing? That this value will start from I and will give and will print I numbers increase by 1. So start the number with the value of I, print I numbers and increase the number by 1. So I think this is pretty clear logic and we can code this. So first let's build this part, and after that we will see this how to include this part also, because our original pattern was this, include this also. Okay. So what I did, so let's take one more variable int c, and whose value will start from I. Whose value will start from I. Okay, and then let's copy this loop. The loop will run I number of times. The loop will run I number of times. And what we will print? We will print the value of C. We will print the value of C, and we will increase C. So look, the value of C will start from I. The value of C will start from I. I need I numbers. So this loop will run I times, and what I have to print? I have to print the value of C increased by 1. So print the value of C, and after each column increase the value of C by 1. So let's see what till now what we have built. Let's run the code. So if you observe, we have built this part. We have built this part. This is working correctly. Now we have to include this part also. Okay. So now let's see about this part. I hope that this part is clear to you. So now coming to our original pattern. So now it should be easy. So if you observe that what happens for each row, after I have reached this maximum value here, like 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, again the value of C will decrease by 1, and this time I need I minus 1 values. So after, let's see, after this point in row 1 I need 0 numbers, that is 1 minus 1, that is 0. After this point in second row I need 1 numbers, that is 2 minus 1. After this I need 2 numbers, that is 3 minus 1, that is 2. So after this maximum point I need, so after this maximum point, after max point, I need I minus 1 numbers. I minus 1 numbers decreased by 1. So first I will, for each row, first I will print the spaces, then I will start from I, print I numbers increased by 1. So after reaching the max point, we need I minus 1 numbers decreased by 1. No problem. I have this value of C. What I will do? I will reduce its value, C minus minus, and again let's copy this loop here. Now this time I need to run this loop I minus 1 times. This time, so after printing numbers and reaching maximum point, I need I minus 1 numbers reduced by C. So here we will have C minus minus. Now let's see what is our output. So it is not perfect. After this 3, I need to decrease the number immediately. So I need one more C minus minus. Why? After that, this point, my value would have increased one more time. So I need to decrease it by 2. Now I will get the correct output. Let me explain once more why I have decreased this twice. So observe, for first row, this loop will run one time. So first I will print 1 and then again C++. Value of C has become 2. But since this row I is 1, so this loop will not run, so it doesn't matter. Now let's come to second row. Here first I will print 2 and 3. After that, value of C will become 4. When I check this condition, then we exit this loop, value of C had become 4. So when I start printing the numbers from here, the value of C would have become 4, so I need to reduce it by 2. Similarly, in third row would have become 6, so I need to reduce it by 2. So that's why I am reducing it by 2. So I hope the logic is clear to you. If not, let me know in the comments. So this video, I think this video is being too long, so let's end this video here. If you had liked the video, please hit the like button and share the video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel to never miss out any video. So bye bye for now and see you soon.